Learn more.
Don Huffines, Trump Republican, taxpayer watchdog. He's endorsed by every major conservative group, including Texas Right to Life, Gun Owners of America, and Charlie Kirk's Turning Point Action. Don Huffines stands with President Trump to enforce our immigration laws, eliminate benefits to illegal aliens, and stop woke DEI. Senator Ted Cruz endorsed Don Huffines because he knows Don Huffines will fight for Texas families.
This is Ted Cruz. I'm proud to support my friend Don Huffines for Texas Comptroller because he is 100% committed to rooting out the waste, fraud, and corruption that has plagued government for far too long. Don Huffines is a successful businessman and a true conservative leader you can count on to fight for you. If you want to stop the fraud, end the waste, and expose the corruption, vote for Don Huffines.
For Comptroller, Trump Republican Don Huffines.
Political ad paid for by the Don Huffines campaign.
Tax time, drive time at Toyota Far, and your refund just became your new ride. Drive a new Tacoma for only $93 a month, a powerful Tundra for $207, Camry for $289, or a RAV4 for $249 a month. Hurry, these offers won't stick around. Visit us at 1625 West Interstate 2 in Far, shop at ToyotaFar.com, or call 956-815-2285. 815-2285.
Toyota Far, somos buena gente.
Free battery testing, free battery charging, and replacement batteries that fit your needs. That's what makes AutoZone America's #1 battery destination. Get in the zone. AutoZone.
Fox News, I'm CJ Pappas. Secretary of War Pete Hegseth honoring those who paid the ultimate price.
A grateful nation honors the 4 Americans we have lost thus far and those injured. The absolute best of America.
The Pentagon just wrapped up its first briefing. President Trump gave the go-ahead orders at 3:38 p.m. Friday afternoon. This is what we heard from General Kane. He said that 1,000 targets inside Iran have been struck by American forces since this operation started.
That's Fox's Lucas Tomlinson in Istanbul. President Trump spoke to Fox's Brett Baer, saying the operation is going great, better than expected. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu.
You see the difference. The tyrants of Tehran target civilians. We target the tyrants of Tehran to protect civilians.
America's listening to Fox News.
Your 710 KURV, accurate with the forecast. Partly to mostly sunny, breezy, and very warm. Highs in the upper 80s to low 90s. The southeast winds at 10 to 20 miles an hour. Still breezy tonight, otherwise clear. Lows in the mid and upper 60s. The southeast winds remain at 10 to 20 miles an hour. Partly sunny, windy and warm again Tuesday. Highs in the upper 80s to low 90s. Wednesday, sun and clouds, windy, warm. Highs in the mid 80s to low 90s. I'm accurate the meteorologist Jason Caterina on the Valley's official weather station, 710 KURV.
Broadcasting from the Valley's commercial and fleet headquarters studio at PayneAutoGroup.com. You're listening to News Talk 710 KURV.
Meister.
The time is 9:41. This is the Sergio Show. This is News Talk 710 KURV, and we are on the road. We're at J. Gonzalez, Injury Attorneys, ready to fight for you, HQ in Edinburgh. Call 1-800-CAR-CRASH. And Jesse and I were texting back and forth this weekend. What a crazy, crazy news weekend. Now, we were connecting the dots late last week from the movement of this carrier group over here, the arrival of it, the countdown, the president saying 10, 15 days, I want to hear a deal. The president not happy. When he was in Corpus, just north of us on Friday, not happy with the way conversations were going. The warning from Washington, and hey, you guys can take a flight out of the Middle East. You better do so like pretty quick before, I don't know, something happens. And they didn't say something happens, but you kind of got it. Wink, wink, nod, nod. So. Yeah. Then Saturday morning, 3 a.m. There you go, bombs flying. 3 a.m. our time, actually 2 a.m. our time. Mm-hmm. The message from the president. What a crazy, crazy weekend. There is one article, one post that you sent me that I wanted to start a conversation with, which I found very engaging. This attack on Iran, it's not about Iran. The removing of the head of Venezuela, it's not about Venezuela. The culprit here is China. And yes, it makes sense. Absolutely, it makes sense. China's not a friend. More of an enemy. I wouldn't even call China a friend of me. China's a threat. Sure. And I was sharing with you some of the other business reports, like their electricity output, twice that of Europe and the U.S. combined.
I read that.
And for for decades and decades, intellectual property in the country, high technology, whatever, constantly sending research folks to this country to shovel from the universities or patent office, shovel back to China. They just they deconstruct and rebuild and reverse engineer everything. And my frustration, one of the last comments I sent you, you watch, they're gonna make it back to the moon before we do. NASA has the pinned undergarments on their leaky rockets. They keep delaying. Oh my goodness. Anyway, I want to start on your thoughts on this crazy weekend and specifically the back and forth.
I read a post and it talked about how NASA lost all the data and all the information and all of the things that they had to send us to the moon.
Yeah.
It's gone. Apparently that data, the how to get to the moon booklet, gone.
Somebody pressed an escape button by accident.
It just
delete. But
I can't even wrap my brain around that concept, Serge. Here's a how to go to the moon booklet that NASA, came up with, and apparently we went to the moon. And now they say, well, we can't anymore because it's gone. And it's nowhere to be found. But it blows my mind away because I'm thinking, why do we need 1960 technology? Why do we need to go back to that handbook to get there? Haven't we advanced so much more today that we wouldn't even bother looking at that how-to book? And yet that is the story. That is an actual story right now that is out there that NASA's basically saying, oops, we lost it.
My frustration of what I was telling you, because this was a news report from last week that the Artemis 2 rockets, they did a wet run. I guess they call it wet run because they fill up the tanks full of fuel.
Yeah.
And then they start looking for leaks. And they found leaks again. Another leaky rocket. So there goes crawl back at 1 mile an hour back to the hangar bay to fix this damn thing. I think they should be checking with our neighbor Elon Musk down the street with his proven technology, the Atlas 9 rockets that is constantly sending stuff into space. Why not go to West Texas where Lex Luthor, the guy from Amazon, with his Blue Origin rockets, they're working just fine. The technology is already proven in the private sector. It's perfected them. Why do we need, and it's Boeing. This is, well, at least Boeing is responsible for the capsule. Yeah, I may have misspoken that one. But the rocket technology is outdated. It's like shuttle technology. The same shuttle technology that, blew up the tank because the booster rockets were leaking and I find it frustrating. And yet China, they're making strides. One thing I found out, there was friends at the port who told me that the industrial capacity, the output capacity of China versus the U.S. and actually building ships, like putting ships in the water, whatever, carriers and military and commercial ships, the ratio is like jaw-dropping. And I might be lowballing it here, and I'm being conservative. I think it was 80-1, but I'll say 50-1. For every 50 ships that they're building over there, we're barely building one over in the United States, and we need to catch up.
Wow.
Did you see that report? It was the Rio Grande Valley Business Journal. They're the first ones who had it. There's a ship builder that is based in Austin. It's like using AI technology. They're going to use the Port of Brownsville. Lord willing, I hope they close on that project. They're really close to closing on that one. But we need a lot more of that. And we can do that at the Port of Brownsville. But we're really far behind.
Well, I mean, historically speaking, it's scary. It's a scary statistic because what did Hitler say when, after he invaded Russia and he started having issues and problems, they weren't a pushover like France was and Poland and other countries that he invaded and conquered. He said, if I had known that the Russians build or had so many tanks and had the capacity to build so many tanks, I would have never invaded. Because those T-34s that the Soviets were putting out, the ratio was ridiculous. For every German tank, they had, maybe hundreds of T-34s. They may not have been as good as the Panther tank and the state-of-the-art tanks that the Germans had, but they were producing way more tanks than the Germans by far. And then another stat for you, when their experts, the German experts, the Nazi experts said the capacity of the Americans to produce whether tanks, planes, jeeps, trucks, whatever, weapons, the Nazi brass laughed at how ridiculous that number was because they couldn't believe that it could even be possible or true. Yet it was an underestimation.
Yeah.
The US was producing way more, but imagine that they would laugh at a number that there's no way that the US can produce that. So when you know historically that in the end it's production, resources, being able to produce things and make things and get that edge, that's scary. Because if China is what we were in the 40s and 30s, and they're surpassing us, that's something to take notice. And so yes, Venezuela, Iran, together with Saudi Arabia, I think they make up 50% of the oil reserves in the world. And if Venezuela and Iran are part of what's giving China oil, and we've just taken that away, and Saudi's our friend more than China.
That's a big tug on the leash.
That is a big deal globally as far as world dominance. And so, it's not about the nuclear weapon, Serge, because it's part of it. But I mean, South Korea has it. I mean, North Korea has,
North Korea,
and we haven't taken him out. They're not a threat. They're not a global threat to us. We allowed them to build these weapons of mass destruction. Venezuela, we talk about the drugs and all that. Yet, if that was really the main reason, why haven't we got into Mexico? They're really the bigger problem, yet we've left them alone. It's the oil and it's China.
Yeah, slow down.
At the end of the day, it's about global dominance. It's about reasserting ourselves, being the world power. And so that's it.
Donald Trump up in Corpus Christi on Friday, where they have one of those oil tankers that was seized from Venezuela sitting there. All that crude sitting Just see him go to Whataburger.
He's like, check that out.
Just see him go to Whataburger.
You know, what is so crazy about the Whataburger thing is that how many times have you and I eaten a Whataburger thinking, in about an hour, I'm gonna go bomb Iran while we're holding the Whataburger in our hand.
Yeah.
And just the idea.
He knew, man. He knew. It was, 4 or 5 p.m. on Friday afternoon. He's at Whataburger shaking hands with all the... And he knew already it was coming up. And then either he had already given the order
100%.
or it was coming up later that night because he said, no holds barred. Let's go. I want no delays. Get it done. I wonder if he knew before he ordered the double cheese, double meat, extra lettuce, extra pickles.
It's just beyond. It's just beyond ridiculous. It's like, hey, honey, what you want me to stop at Whataburger?
Yeah, you want something?
All right, let me go get some Whataburger to go. What are you gonna do later?
You want
I'm just
the
gonna
chicken
go bomb
finger-
Iran later.
You want the gravy? You want the white gravy with the chicken fingers, which those are good, by the way. Those chicken fingers with white gravy.
Yeah, and then you get home and you're like, honey, excuse me, I got something to do right now. I'll be right back. And then you go bomb Iran.
He goes to the situation. He's gonna sit there with his baseball. I'm talking about what's going on with that baseball cap. Because he gave his speech on social media, on Truth Social, with his baseball cap. And I'm thinking, you know what? This guy had no time to fix his hair. He went to Corpus Christi. His hair was all messed up. Oh, when are we going to put a cap on it?
I've often told you, Serge, when you see me with a hat, it's not because I want to wear a hat. It's because I don't want to fix my hair. And I don't have time to comb my hair. The fastest, quickest way to make yourself presentable is to put a cap on or a hat on and you're good to go.
Yeah, I got you.
He didn't have seconds to spare to fix his hair. Surely when you're doing what he did, who has time for grooming your hair?
Yeah. Jay Gonzalez, injury attorneys, ready to fight for you. You need to say hello to tell the folks there's different social media
Jay
platforms.
Gonzalez, top lawyer on Instagram, and Jay Gonzalez, injury attorneys on Facebook. You know, Serge, I want to talk to you about something that is often overlooked in a men's wardrobe. It's an unsung hero. I want to talk to you about my socks. Look at my socks, Serge. Look.
Now, I'm a little colorblind. That little rainbow.
Look at that.
Pink?
Look at that.
Is that a pink rainbow or what is it?
No.
It's
a
pink ribbon. Put on rainbow.
I mean,
ribbon.
when a man is so meticulous about the kind of socks he's going to put on, knowing that 99% of the people out there are not going to see the socks, that is attention to detail to the next level. So,
what's the ribbon for?
Ladies out there that are listening, I mean, you got to look for a man that has nice socks.
What's the ribbon for?
And you can't go wrong with that.
It's like socks that have little ribbons on
them. It's kind of funny because I've never worn them.
Yeah. It's a print of ribbons. I don't want you to think that's actually like ribbons on the socks, like a female sock.
It's like peace. It's like.
Yeah.
See, right there.
I was expecting just to be high stepping on the broadcast. Right here.
The socks.
Right here. Yeah.
I've never been a sock guy. It's the first time I've worn these socks.
Yeah.
And I was looking for black socks. And then I'm like,
this will do.
What are these things with
black shoes
with
like
purple ribbons on them? Like, why would I? What was I thinking when I said yes? I'll take these.
Obviously, you didn't.
Black socks with purple.
Gifts. They were
black socks with. It might have been a gift.
Yeah, I'm sure it's a gift.
You're right. I do get gifts. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna put them on today. And so it's the talking piece of my wardrobe today, my socks. I mean, how often are socks like the talking point?
Gotta love those shoes though. What is that with a double buckle on it?
Yeah. Really these are
They
Tom
look like
Ford
botinas,
shoes.
like the ones my dad.
Yeah,
liked.
these are Tom Ford shoes. You know, they make great shoes. Men, if you're looking for great shoes, Tom Ford makes great shoes. They used to make great suits. Then something happened about 10 years ago, and I think they fired all their suit. I'm
gonna mess with your OCD real quick. Hey Jesse,
you
got to shine your shoes.
I do. That's why I have them on today, because I'm going to Mexico City.
Go shine them. All right. I'm running out of time. Give me about a minute and a half. What's going on with the staff? What's going on with the crew right now?
So things are moving fast. I mean, obviously we settle cases every day. We sign up new cases every day. And we're available 24/7. We've got offices across the valley. And, we're considered the best in the industry. And if you don't believe me, if you use AI, the best law firms in the Rio Grande Valley. And, AI does the research for you immediately and will be there and mentioned right at the top. So proud of the fact that we've achieved what we've achieved. Almost 25 years now, thousands of cases won, millions of dollars paid to our clients, award-winning services. So if you want to basically feel like you're hiring the best, look no further than the Jay Gonzalez Law Firm.
And people will speak with you.
Exactly.
Whether you're in Mexico City or
all of my
wherever you are.
clients have my number. All of them.
There we go. That's Jesse Gonzalez, Jay Gonzalez Injury Attorneys, ready to fight for you. Thanks for having us over again.
You bet.
Yeah, you're coming back next week. I think I got you on the calendar for next week.
I will.
All right.
Yeah.
Lord willing, see you in about a week. All right. This is the Sergio Show at News Talk 710 KURV. Big thank you to our supporters this first hour of the program. Thank you to Chamberlain Roofing and Waterproofing, chamberlainltd.com.
Hair Volume from New Nordic will make your hair look thick and healthy. Hair Volume is available online at Amazon and